What screams, "I'm lonely"? Story 1. When your phone vibrates and you get excited thinking someone finally texted you, but it's just spam email or a low battery notification. Though I think there's a level above this. Notifications go off. You assume it's nothing and don't even check because no one's texted or called in years. Story 2. They cling to anyone they know. Overly friendly with everyone. Rarely talk about themselves. Always make space and time for others. In groups, they often get left out but make sure no one else feels that way. Either all smiles or deeply melancholic. Source: that's me. Story 3. Having good news to share, but no one to tell. Story 4. Verbal diarrhea. Lonely people will talk a ton if given the chance. I've seen this with coworkers and clients. After chatting a while, it's clear they're unloading because they rarely get to talk to anyone. Super common with older clients whose friends/family are far away or gone. Story 5. Growing up, I didn't know how to act or talk to people. No solid friends until college, and even then it was iffy. Now I have a handful of real friends, but I still don't know what to say, terrified of accidentally upsetting them. I used to feel lonely. Now I don't, but I'm too scared to function normally in a group for fear of becoming lonely again. Story 6. My friends only text in the group chat. I haven't gotten a direct message from any in ages. I want to jump into group convos, but every time I do, it goes silent, like no one wants me there. I usually feel lonely at home. No one makes effort to see me, and I can't go to them because I don't drive. Haven't seen any in over a month since starting my new job. Half didn't even know, though I told them a week before. They were shocked and hadn't registered the news. Story 7. When you finally get genuine social interaction, you latch on so fast you scare them away. Or they realize they have tons of friends while you only have them and get freaked out. Story 8. When I was loneliest, I got a dog so I wouldn't end it all. Might have been selfish, but she probably saved my life, and I like to think I gave her a good home. She pulled me out of depression. I lost a ton of weight, started dating, now married with 2 kids. Story 9. Falling for any girl who talks to you. Recently met an amazing woman, the most beautiful person I've ever seen in real life. Shared my quirks, loved my random romantic gestures. But her best friend was super into me. Now she's ghosted. I feel crushed. This pattern keeps happening. Felt lonely my whole life. Can't break the cycle. No real friends either. I'm like King Midas, but everything turns to trash instead of gold. Terrified to meet new people, afraid they'll discover I have zero social life before them. But that fear just keeps me lonely longer, feeding itself. Story 10. Following the host at a party, or glomming onto the first person who talks to you because you know no one else and are too awkward to start conversations yourself. Story 11. Never wanting to celebrate birthdays, promotions, new homes, etc. Usually a sign you don't know who to invite or who'd actually show up. Source: me. Turning 40 soon. Probably going abroad to avoid the humiliation of only a couple people at a potential party. Story 12. Always having time to stop, chat, and catch up. If you run into them, they never cut the conversation short because they have somewhere to be. When making plans, they're always free, no need to check or confirm. Clear sign someone's starving for interaction and appreciates the olive branch. Story 13. Turning on extra lights at home or the TV just to hear voices and pretend someone's watching. Source: me right now. Story 14. Befriending bad people just because they accept you. A friend realized this before hanging with me and my group. She used to run with shady characters when she first moved here, didn't know anyone, felt lonely, they accepted her. Heavy substance use, zero ambition, going nowhere in life, tried dragging others down to feel normal. Not bragging, but my friend group is way better. Normal people, good jobs, hobbies, no constant partying, real hopes/dreams/plans. After joining us, she saw them less and less. One day I asked if she still hung with them. She said, "I don't know if we were ever really friends. I just didn't want to be alone." Story 15. For those of us who feel lonely because we stop trying to make friends after getting hurt repeatedly, we become hermits. We only interact when necessary. We want it different, but can't risk more pain. Story 16. Getting super clingy fast. Like days after meeting someone, wanting constant talk, seeming annoyed at slow replies, double texting after minutes. They do it because they fear you won't reply at all or are ignoring them, even if only minutes passed. Also struggling to let go of people even if you barely know them. Story 17. Trusting animals over humans. As Steve Owens says, crocodiles are easy, they try to kill and eat you. People are harder. Sometimes they pretend to be your friend first. Story 18. I volunteer teaching digital literacy to seniors. I'd say 75% of the class benefit is social interaction/connection. I see a lot of isolated people living alone. They get super defensive over tiny things, announce it loudly. Lost basic social etiquette, taking turns talking, not interrupting, etc. Take looks/comments super personally. I think these fade as they get used to groups and feel safe. Learning practical skills also boosts confidence. Always thought loneliness made you shyer/quieter, but after years teaching lonely folks, nope. They just have less filter and need to rebuild it. Too much time in their own heads, I guess. Story 19. No worse feeling than meeting someone you think is awesome, getting excited, emotions taking over, thinking, wow, this is going great, we're on the same page, they like me too. Then realizing they weren't on the same page, didn't share the excitement, and had zero interest in friendship. Hurts like hell, happens 99% of the time I meet someone I think is cool. Even when I play it cool, be myself, offer help, go out of my way to do nice things, because I love making people happy and can, I end up hating myself and wanting to hide from the world. I think I'm normal, electrician, like sports/music, enjoy building things, but always feel like the odd one out. So bad I haven't worked in a while, confidence at rock bottom. No relationship in 5 to 6 years, no intimacy in 2. Trying to stay positive, want change. First time sharing recent struggles with anyone. Sorry for the novel. Story 20. Wanting to be at work all the time. God, there were years I felt desperately lonely. 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Honestly hated Fridays for the empty weekend ahead. Long holiday weekends were the worst. One holiday Friday, I was literally sobbing at my desk after everyone left, dreading going home. Things are better now, but I'll never forget how it felt. Story 21. Finding ways to extend interaction with you, even when it's inconvenient for them. Example, a friend visited. When leaving, I offered to walk her to the train station. It was super close. She knew the way, broad daylight, no practical reason. I just wanted a few more minutes with her. Story 22. A friend said I flinch at any physical contact. Wasn't aware, but now I am. Think it's a good metric for others. Means they're touch-starved.